It's 6 p.m. already. Are we gonna start?
Okay, let's start. Yeah, we live now.
Hi, everyone. Yeah, I want to quickly say what we've done in September, as it's the end of September. So, yeah, it's been a big month for us. So, yeah, he is present, and we've made 4 main features in September. So, first is we created crystals top up. It's actually buying, so you now can buy crystals from your main screen in Surf application. Yeah, use this feature have a QR code, so you can in live mode actually scan it and try it in Surf. So yeah, you probably can try to buy some crystals. Also, we have wallet activation feature. So for now, you don't have to ask someone for crystals. If you just have created a new account, you can just use our activation DeBot, and it will get you some crystals to activate your account. Yeah, that's two. And next two features is actually on kind of alpha stage, but you already can check it in some close mode, I would say. First of all, it's security card. Yeah, we're starting to ship some security cards, and we have a security card DeBots, so you can check it out on this link with QR code. And also, we've done some work with Flash Exchange, or aka Flex, DEX, decentralized exchange. Yeah, you could also check it out. And about future, what we're gonna do in October, just gonna open you a bit of our secret knowledge. So in October, we will continue to do some True NFT integrations. And we're gonna work with staking open platform, aka extra staking. So extra staking is a platform with increased income or increased yield, and it's also a platform for validators to provide some extra staking options. And something else, but we are not gonna show you now what it is. And yeah. Before we start questions, I guess I want to mention that if you have any suggestions besides just a question, the best place to make it is to go to forum.freeton.org and create a topic there. It's actually the best way to propose changes in Surf. So if you have any suggestions, please go there or scan this QR code. And yeah, we are waiting for your suggestions. So in this stream, I guess we're gonna talk more about in details about True NFT technology. So I guess I'm gonna give a word to Margarita. Is it right?
Yeah, yes, so thank you, Alexei.
Yeah. Should I share this presentation or I can stop?
I think you can stop.
Oh, okay. Yeah, go ahead. Thanks.
Thank you. So guys, hello to everyone. Just to say it one more time, we'll join this meeting today because many of you do have some or even many questions regarding True NFT usage, and some of us certainly do have some answers to your questions. So to do it at one time and in one place, we decided to manage this meeting. So let us begin. Who wants to go first with a question? Okay, Alex.
Hello. Yeah.
Hello.
So hello, can you hear me?
Yes, yes, we do.
Hello, I'm Alexander. I'm a member of Grand Bazaar team. We make first True NFT marketplace, and we have, I don't know, several questions and I know some opinion about True NFT. So first, what we see. I think if you can open GitHub and account of True NFT, and you can see that you have two parts of True NFT. It's uh, core and content part. So what about content part? If you see, you can see how to store content in blockchain. Yes, in blockchain 0 in this time, because we don't have a drive chain, and it's very expensive. So, for example, I don't know, we have many items on our sites, and for example, if we want to store, I don't know, video with 20 megabyte, it's not more, but it's just, I don't know, maybe it's 120 ton per year for this file need to pay for store in blockchain 0. And second part, we have big problem with upload file in blockchain, because in this time, I think you can. I think in this time we can send our file by chunk by 16 kilobytes. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, and you can calculate 20 megabyte. It's more than 1,000 transaction, I think. So how we can use it? Can you tell me? Because it's very strange.
So okay, maybe you have different cases. Okay, we have now we have only our zero blockchain, and if you have any ideas how to make it better, it would be really nice. But okay, how can somebody use it this way, or wait for a drive chain? But we don't know when it will come to us. So we can't see any options. We don't have an opportunity to do something else.
Yes, I think too,
and you should understand that about 16 kilobytes, it will be always a lot of chunks. Just because of we work with these, we live in these nodes. As I know, 16 kilobytes, it's not a protocol thing, it's just like a node setting.
Yes,
but
it's not saying it will change in Rust node. I know. It's not about all people. When we talk in chats, on NFT chats, usually say please store data in blockchain, but never speak about in public about that it's impossible. If you talk about really
it's not impossible.
yes, it's not impossible, but we have a public product, and we have many people who upload data in our site. It's public site, always can use it, and we have now we have a limit to 20 megabytes, but people who our customers want to up these limits, and it's big problem. It's big problem. So and what I want to say, yes, we have this problem, and I have some things, not about how we can store content in blockchain, but about how we can maybe improve GitHub. It's not standard, but I think we can create some interfaces, and all developers who want to use True NFT can implement these interfaces and know that I don't know, that Surf maybe another application can use and show this this file. For example, we have now we have a True NFT core, and we have a default for data.sol. Yeah. And we have interface e-data.sol. I can send link to chat in YouTube, for example. 1 minute. Because I have some submissions for this interface. 1 minute. I need to open YouTube. Yeah. Yes. So I sent a link to YouTube. You can see in chat. So what I think we can improve this interface, added name and maybe description item for item. If we added this, everyone who implements this interface and fills this fields, and Surf can show its data contract in its interface.
Sander, I'm so sorry, but let's move step by step. Okay.
Okay.
First of all, about files. What should I say? We can only wait for drive chain, and nobody knows where when it will come to us. The first thing. So I think that when we created the concept of True NFT, our main aim was to prove that we can make something like True NFTs with 300 kilobytes image, and the ton gives us an opportunity to make something like this. Of course, we understand that in production case, maybe it will not be possible to store big content. Anybody understand it? But now this is the only opportunity. What should I say more about it? There are not only Grand Bazaar system who integrating now with True NFT, and they need, for example, images too. And the images in DeBots. As I know, Surf team developed new interfaces called media. It will be developed in 1 month. So there will be update about content uploading and displaying in DeBots. Okay, I understand that you are not interested in DeBot, but it's just like an article, yeah. So what do I mean? Nowadays we're making some case that something like proof of work, yeah, and we are trying to make it in most comfortable way for developers and for users. Of course, I think in production case, it can be used with, okay, for example, more than 1 megabyte file. But now we don't have any opportunities to make it different way. So it is about amount. So as I said, Surf team developing new media interface, and when they will end, when they will finish, we will provide an example, I think. And as I know, it will be in October. So next thing is about data and interfaces. I think that the growth of True NFT system as a system is the good part of of our technology. What do I mean? I mean that when we created this one, we thought that we need to create a system which will have opportunity to store and which will be really user friendly. So it's a thing about searching, about displaying, and about transferring. So the aim was to create this one. And as Pavel, for example, said, we don't need to create a system which will be convenient for any systems, just because making target systems is always better than make a system convenient for any. So not convenient, I mean multitask system and or not unique system. So we made just a core that can be used by anybody with their cases. Of course, we understand the case with classical NFTs and NFTs marketplace, and it's really important to make a same interface to, for example, to make wallets display NFTs in the same way, to make transferring between marketplaces, for example, in the same way, and something like that. But I think that this is not the point of technology development. It's just a point for platforms which use this one. So, for example, if you talk with Surf and you and Surf decided that that you and Surf will support only True NFTs which implement interface that you apply, it would be nice. It's not about technology, it's about usage. It's about systems that use this technology. So for example, you can it's like just a freeton and contract. So you said that you will use NFT in this way, and it's not about freeton at all. It's not about technology. Of course, we can add this interface. As an example, we can add this interface in repository. You can make for example, pull request, you can write an issue, or we can just communicate about it and decide how to work with it. And maybe the next step of True NFT as a technology too will be something like a standard or maybe tone improvement proposal, but it doesn't depend on technology. And I think that the decision should be so an idea should be proposed by users, and the decision should be made by users.
But one question. So you say about DeBot technology, and if you open DeBot technology, you can see that all DeBots has method with that return interfaces that DeBot is implemented. Yeah, and like terminal interface. Different interfaces. Okay. So maybe we can add it to technology to default data contract, something like this, and we I don't know, Gunbazaar, Surf, and other just create another repository like True NFT consortium, and we can upload.
Yeah, it's okay.
Cases.
It's okay, but it's community management. It's not about technology.
But all person who want to implement True NFT, they go to GitHub repository. They see implemented from Forton Surf. Yeah, they see default interfaces, and its developer implemented interfaces. But I say that it's better way. Because if we say about technology, current GitHub repository need for describe only technology and I don't know, only technology, and
we
create another.
always said that it's just a technology and just an examples. It's not the cases. The cases is depends on product. So if Surf will say something like, we will display only data which support this interface, it would be Surf decision. So, okay, I mean that, for example, you have two true NFTs. First, support some interface. Second, not support some interface.
Yeah,
but this thing and this thing are true NFTs. If you don't support some interfaces in your data, it doesn't mean that you are not true NFT or you are true NFT.
Of course,
yes.
Yes,
And this question not about technology. This question, okay.
But now I open GitHub repository. Yes,
yeah.
I see description of technology. Yes,
yeah.
It's true NFT core. It's true NFT content, and I see Surfer. Surfer is implementation of true NFT for
yes.
For TonSurf.
Yes. Not TonSurf. It's okay. It's just one project which TonSurf will support. Not
First question: why is project in GitHub repository with technology?
It's
second,
not question for me.
Okay, no, it's our session. Yes.
No, I mean that it isn't our repository. It doesn't manage by us. But I can say that Surfer is just an example. So you can take this core and do something like that. It doesn't. It is not a solution. It's not the right way.
I know
just
people,
an example.
They take this solution as not only as example. Yeah, I speak about community, but not only. Okay, next thing. Can be added to data contract or storage? No, is I think only for data contract method that return list of interfaces that this data contract implemented. Can we add it?
I'm so sorry. I didn't get the question. Can you repeat, please, the main idea?
Okay, main idea. I can find true NFT contract in freeton, use index. I can take indexes, yes, and find all root contract that deploy index basic. Next, I go to root contract, take code hash for indexes, and find all data contract for this root contract. But at this time, I haven't ABI contract for this data contract. I can read anything for this contract. Okay. But if we say that all data contract can implement get interfaces that return list of interfaces, yes, I know that this data contract implement, for example, interface get link or interface get description, and I can use this interface and read descriptions for data contract. It's my main idea how I can use not my data contract. Of course, I know my data contract and I know ABI for my data contract.
Alexander, I got it. So I think that is a good idea, not about technology, but about ecosystem. And I think it doesn't matter what I think about it, what do you think about it, it will be. Okay. It will be, but it will take time. So if you can propose your ideas as for example, issues or as a pull request, I think we will accept it, just because we understand that in real cases, for example, in marketplace cases, first of all, we will need this this standardization. And I think that SURF will need this standardization just because they need to not only display which True NFT we have, we should display a content. So for example, I think we need to create the interface which will return the minimal amount of properties of these NFT. For example, it can be data stored, it can be stored, it can be title, it can be description, for example, something like that. But we need to decide what it will be. So
okay. I think
you can propose the interface.
We will speak in Telegram chat or maybe forum. Okay. Good.
Yeah. Okay. Really, you as the first marketplace which implement True NFTs, you can propose this data, and if SURF will support it, we will together we will create the most convenient interface and we'll add it to the technology, to the specification, and I think it would be really nice.
Okay, and another question, not about contract, but about it's just general questions. So in this time we don't store history of ownership. It's about technology. Yes, maybe it's not about technology. I don't know, but I know that it's about technology. Yes.
Yeah, of course.
We don't store history of ownership in this time. We don't store history of prices. It's will be changed in future, or it's all participant of I don't know, of all developers.
Yeah, I got a question. So about prices, it will not be implemented. About ownership, it's a really interesting thing, just because you are not the one who asked this question, and as I remember, well, for example, Pavel said something like, this is blockchain, you don't need to store data which we have in a blockchain at all. So you can easily make, for example, GraphQL request and got all of the history of ownership.
It's not easy like maybe events. It's because in this time we can I don't know, read transactions and unpack.
So I don't think
it's hard. It's can, but it's not easy.
Okay, it depends. I mean that I don't think that the storage of ownership history is the thing that we will implement. It can be proposed, and we know that this case a lot of systems need this case, but we thought about it as a technical situation. So as you know, we used only distributed programming in freeton, and there are a lot of questions about how to store it. If we will store it like a map or like an array, we will have limitations and how to deal with it. We don't know. So I think that it is interface level issue. So if you need to show it in your front end, you can get this information without storing. So we have a blockchain and we don't need to store historical data in contracts. But it's just in my opinion. I think so we are just the developers and we have our vision, but we don't say that we are right, and we will develop only the things which we think that we need. So it should be proposed, but as I remember, the last time when somebody asked the same question, we decided together that we don't need to store historical data just because we have historical data, just because we use blockchain.
Okay, it's my experience. I can only take about my experience. It's okay. So, and the last question is so it's not question, but I don't know, maybe 7 or more days ago, you rebuilt indexes. Yes, it's because we rebuilt it, use a new compiler. It's true.
No, as I know, yeah, we published TVCs, but we published TVCs. Why? Just because community asked for this TVCs. Why did we do that? We do that just because we need something like multi-sig TVC. Yeah, compiler. It's new updates and the linker is new update. So we need one TVC, which will be one for all.
Yes,
and
yes.
We haven't thought about it when we developed, but 1 or 2 weeks ago, yes, community asked for this and we did it.
Yeah, no problem. Yes, I know about it, but we have some problem because we already published some indexes and republish it. It's not big problem for index basic, but in this case, in this time, index not basic, it's secondary index that we use in secondary index that we use in data contract. We can change it. Yes, all NFT contract that will that was minting, they have old index.
I understand that.
And yes, and I want to, but AB contract don't change. It's not problem. But maybe you can store this information. Maybe can you store this information another in your GitHub? Not only I know it's because I see history changes. I see that TVC was changes. I see it. But it's not easy way. Yes, maybe you can store in folders like versions or something else. Can you?
Yeah, I think we will store the previous versions, but the idea that we made the TVCs that will not be updated just because
that's real life.
It's real life, and we understand one thing that we all should understand one thing. Now it's just a start of the technology, and
yes,
of course a lot of will change. But now we thought we think that this is the end version of indexes contracts.
Okay, but if we
will update,
change it, please.
We will store it. Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Thanks. Okay.
So it's all. So it's all of my questions. Thanks.
Thank you, Alexander. Is there anyone else who has a question?
Yeah, I have actually a question. There was a question from some kind of partners. What they should do if they decide, let's say, implement create on the True NFT collections, some collections, or maybe some integration on their platform. Who should they contact, or where they should find the whole information about that? Thanks.
Can you repeat, please? I didn't get the idea.
Which
information they can find?
Any information regarding the integration on their platform, or maybe their contact that maybe you can provide some help for the integration or create True NFT on their platform. Also,
as I know, we have a site, tnft.serve, and there we have a link to Telegram channel where somebody can ask their question, and we have overview, we have presentation, and link to GitHub where we have documentation. But okay, maybe it's not the best documentation ever, but there is a lot of information. As I know, My big respect to Alexander, just because Grand Bazaar made integration with this technology without our consultations at all. So I think that it shows that documentation is okay, and Alexander developer level as a developer is good too, of course. So I think if anybody need to meet with True NFT, need to ask questions, need to find some documentation, you can do it on site, which I sent to our Zoom chat.
Thank
Did
you.
I answer the question or not?
Yeah.
Okay.
There are actually more questions on YouTube, I see. Let's check. Could you please copy the link from the developer here as well? Yeah. I suspect for the now some limits need to be provided or warnings. That's a comment from Vitaly. Yeah, no more question on YouTube. Maybe there are additional questions in Zoom from participants. No more question.
I have a question. When will we see pictures in Surf already?
Okay, today I said about it. It is question for Surf team, but I can say that as I know, guys developing this feature about media interface, and as I know, they plan to release it in October. But if there are any guys from Surf, they will comment it about media input.
Yeah, let me answer this question. So yeah, working on it currently, so we are testing it, and I hope if all tests will be passed correctly, we will release it in the closest release. So everything is very close to the public.
Yeah, and since we made UI kit public, I guess it's not secret to actually show that UI part is actually done. So can I share a screen for a second? So yeah, so we actually have it's open source. You can check it in uikit.unlabs.io, what we have like in UI part. And as it's open source, so you can check it how it works. It doesn't integrate with actual NFT or image, but we actually can see some images. So this is how it will look like in chat or in browser, DeBot browser, and we already done some presentation mode and other stuff. So just waiting for integration.
So when this is done, all DeBots can use all of this functionality, right?
Sorry, I didn't get a question.
So once this is integrated into Surf, any DeBot can use all of this, which is on the screen now: chat, charts, buttons, browser, and stuff.
Yeah, actually, it's like a light version of a browser. It has all supported interfaces, and media interface, like from UI side, is here.
Yeah, I get that. So
it's only need to be connected with Dungeon, and that's
so
all.
the display of images in Surf is tied to this integration. When this integration is done, then we will see pictures in Surf, right?
Yeah, sure.
And this will be soon in October.
I don't know, actually. So,
yeah, that was the question. Like, this is all very nice, but
so I just shown you what is done, and I don't know when it's gonna be integrated. Actually, I don't have this.
No, the question is
I don't know.
This used for display of
pictures
or not, or they have some simpler way of doing that?
it will be the way to show pictures in browser. I don't think you have any options, other options.
So if this is the method of showing pictures, then once we see pictures, everything else that is seen here will also be available, correct?
What do you mean, else
yeah.
things?
Well, we see menus, navigation, inputs, like all this stuff in addition to pictures. That's the question. Will everything be available at once, or we'll just get pictures and then something else?
Pictures and something else. These are things not related only with DeBots. It's the whole UI kit. It's the site with the whole UI kit, not only.
That was my question. Is the whole UI kit planned to be implemented, or parts of it that relate only to images?
Firstly, parts related with images, I think.
Yeah, I actually think that DeBots consortium is kind of open to everyone. Is it true, right? DeBot consortium. So we have all DeBot interfaces actually open source also, and you can check what DeBot interfaces exists. And we in UI we support these interfaces. And I guess there is some proposal method, so you can create a proposal, and after it's implemented in Dungeon, we also create we support it in UIKit. But like for now, we support almost all interfaces. So what you see here, like media, image, QR code, there is interfaces like in the DeBot consortium, and I guess media interface is also part of this consortium. So yeah, when it will be integrated, you'll see it.
I still don't understand. You said early October, not early October, we will see pictures in DeBot, in Surf, well, from DeBots. Does this mean that all these other things
Oh, it
will
wasn't
also
me.
be available or not?
If you mean the list what was on the left side on the screen,
Yeah.
Alexei screen, no, this list it's not only for the bots, it's for the kit for the whole server. The interface for the bots, it's a separate thing, and you
Okay.
can check what the available list of different components on the manifest page, where you can find all manifest for the bots.
Okay, now I get it. Thank you.
More questions? I don't see more question on YouTube. Is there no question on Zoom? So let's finish. I would like to say thanks to the Margarita, thanks to the Alexander, and whole team and Roman, and whole team that you guys made so wonderful in my session. I think that most of the questions are already answered. So thank you all, guys. See you next time. Thanks all.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Guys.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.